Let's look at creating a gem in Google Gemini. Let's open up Gemini, and on the left hand side under our menu you can see gems. Gems are quick ways to kind of automate everyday tasks that you might do. Setting expectations, creating a storybook, creating a voiceover, or brainstorming. It's extremely beneficial to create one. I'm going to tap create, and I'm going to create a gem called differentiate text. The idea here is if I have different levels or learners who are working at different levels, I can differentiate a specific text using this gem all the time. Now, I've already got the instructions laid out here. If I just open up Google Docs, this is another good idea when creating a gem, is thinking about what you want it to do. You set the role, you give it the task, you give it some of the guidance and some of the guardrails to work in. I'm just going to select all of the text here and copy. So Control C, back to my gem instruction, and Control V. So you can see it dumps the text in there. Now this is essentially what the gem is going to do every time. If I give it a bit of text, it is going to differentiate it based on the varying levels, or it will give me some instructions, give me options for different tasks, essentially things that I can do over and over. I can also refine it using this Gemini button here. So this just uses Gemini to rewrite it and format it in a way that makes it easy to follow. So you can do this with some of the gems that exist there. This one was created by Eric Kurtz, who has a really good website that you can find if you search for EduGems. Now, some of the other things that you can do within Gems is give it the document you want it to work from. So here we're differentiating, text, where I obviously want to use the literacy and English experiences and outcomes. So I can put them in to my knowledge base as what I want it to use. So that's creating in the background. I have another document here that I have a paragraph that I want to differentiate as part of my example. So let's just copy this paragraph at the start. This is just a World War One poem that was written as the perspective of a soldier. So I've got my instructions, I have my experiences and outcomes. I'm now going to paste this in and see if it can differentiate. So you can see it works the exact same way as Gemini does, but it's working within a particular limit here. It's only working based on the instructions in the document that I have given it. So you can see here, because this is a prompt that I have made based on Eric Kurtz, it lets you know that. That's another important thing. Don't just take other people's work and pass it off as your own. Always give that individual credit, as we say to pupils. You can see here that it's determined that this was a level 2 piece of text initially, and it's asking me what I want to do. So my differentiation menu here, I want to rewrite this for both early and first level learners. So let's just tap enter, and you can see it's going to do its thing in the background. It's going to use that text and it's going to rewrite it. There's my early level adaptation, giving me that text there, and my first level adaptation. Now, because of the way of this gem, it's also saying, right, here are some other, I could create a visual guide that goes with this, or I could give you a learning activity for learners that would work based on this particular text. So let's create a learning activity for first level and see what that would look like. Let's tap enter. It's going to generate that, gives me some ideas. So it's helping me to refine and resource the lesson that I want to do. And that's the ideal use for gems. Something that you do over and over, something that allows you to quickly complete that task and base it on your particular needs and the needs of your learners. Now, what's also quite useful about Gems is once one has been created, it can be shared with others. If I save, you can see here I get my share menu, same way that I would with a document, with a slide, with anything that I've, with a folder, anything that I've created within Google, it is the same sharing menu. The difference here is if I upload a document, it gives me this little warning that says the document that you have created as part of this